Hi, welcome. Hi, my name's Eddie Bond, and today we're reading Space Captain Jonas, my newest adventure book. I'm really excited to share it with you, and we're going to dive right in. A sci-fi adventure. Space Captain Jonas. Once upon a future time, there was a space captain named Jonas. Today is a grand occasion, 100 successful space missions. Captain Jonas is invited to the White House to meet the President of the United States. "You're a hero, son," the President says, "and so I have a very important mission for you. I want you to lead the first mission to Alpha Centauri system." With our current technology, this is impossible, the scientists agree. "What technology do we need to invent to make it possible?" Jonas asks. They brainstorm all night long, and as the sun rises in the morning, they believe it's possible. "First, we send probes," Jonas says. "We can test our new technology and gather data. If you want to get to Alpha Centauri, you have to plan ahead," Captain Jonas says. "We'll need a ship. We'll need a crew. The greatest crew ever assembled. They'll be called the Spacewalkers. We'll need a ship. The fastest ship ever built. She'll be called the Esmeralda," Captain Jonas says. "Because I love her." Meet the Spacewalkers. Space Captain Jonas, Einstein number 9, First Officer Stephanie Sampson, PhD in molecular chemical biology, Major Carl Thomas, senior astronaut. Technically, he outranks Captain Jonas. Dr. Crystal, Chief Medical Officer and the ship's cook. Shane Quigley, Chief Engineer from New Zealand. Did I mention Einstein number 9? He's a clone cybernetic. He's a clone from Einstein's brain. Einstein number 9. The day before launch, it just so happens to be Captain Jonas's birthday. The crew jokingly call him Grandpa Jonas. He has no kids, and he's not even the oldest on the crew. But Alpha Centauri is over 4 light years away. It will take a long time to reach. He'll be pretty old by the time he gets there. Launch day. Mission control. Earth. All systems go. Cleared for launch. The Esmeralda. On board the Esmeralda, the crew loved to spend time in the greenhouse. Dr. Krister and Dr. Sampson attend to the plants and work on biological experiments. Dr. Krister is both medical doctor and also the ship's cook. "Food is medicine," Dr. Krister is very fond of saying. Dr. Krister is also fond of upgrades. Dun, dun, dun. He and Einstein 9 spend countless hours discussing the ethics of cloning and cybernetics. Shane Quigley was working on this engine one day when suddenly the readout started going crazy. The buttons started flashing and an alarm began to sound. "What the heck?" he shouts. Einstein 9 had plugged himself into the computer. His eyes lit up and he felt the power of the engine flowing through him. "I feel alive," he said. "I had a dream, a vision. Me and my brothers." This is his vision. Einstein and his brothers. "Yeah, nah, we had a hard time unplugging you," Shane says to Einstein 9. "We had to rip the wires out of your head, and it wrecked our nav system." He's got a Kiwi accent, because he's a Kiwi. "Now we have to do all our calculations by hand, the old-fashioned way." "Let's make a game of it," Stephanie says. They make it to Alpha Centauri. Proxima Centauri B is their goal. "The controls aren't responding. We're spinning out," Major Thomas shouts. "Prepare for crash landing," Captain Jonas says. "We're going down!" Captain's log. "We've crash landed on Proxima Centauri B. No injuries. There are deserts, canyons, spires, and strange sights. Shane, Krister, and Einstein 9 are repairing the ship, while myself, Stephanie, and Carl are setting out to search the area. If there are canyons there, might be water. If there's water, there might be life. Dun dun dun. Answer the number one question in the universe. Life forms confirmed. We are not alone in the universe. I reach out my hand and bridge a gap for all mankind. Around me there are rivers, forests, plants, and fungi of all types. Strange-looking insects jump and fly. The air is filled with thousand smells. My senses are on fire. Suddenly, Captain Jonas is attacked from behind. The beast, half jaguar, half bull, catches Captain Jonas off guard and charges. He fires his blaster as the beast comes down on him. Oh no! Dr. Krister builds a makeshift medical bay and refuses to speak until he's done. What have you done? Captain Jonas asks. Don't worry, he's friendly. Dr. Krister replies, I call him Lucky. He likes belly rubs. What? Dr. Krister's crazy. The plan paid off. Lucky led them to an ancient ruin, a pyramid, much like those on Earth. Looks exactly like a Mayan pyramid. Well, I'll be damned, Captain Jonas says. We're not the first humans here after all. Ooh, the plot thickens. Do. No way. Some of the stonework was trimmed with gold. Gold lines led them further, deeper. From a higher vantage point, they could see an entire city glistening with gold. The entire city was abandoned. No people, no signs of recent habitation. City of gold. Einstein 9 follows the lines until he gets to the center. He feels the wall. His eyes light up again. He sees everything. Past, present, future. He sees too much. He knows what he has to do. Back at the ship, Einstein 9 logs in for the last time. The computer screens go blank. He deleted the whole system. His memory goes blank, and Einstein 9 forgets everything he once knew. He becomes like a child again. With the computer systems down, Captain Jonas makes the decision to return to Earth. I can't wait to tell the whole world we're not alone in the universe, Captain Jonas says. However, the captain orders that Lucky must stay behind. You cannot bring cross-contamination, you can't bring alien life onto Earth. I feel I should say something special to mark this occasion, Captain Jonas says. Let's just get the hell out of here, Carl replies. Roger, everyone says together. Blast off! Back into space. I'm playing the space music as I try to move the page. Once again, the crew must make all their calculations by hand. One mistake could send them way off course. Captain Jonas orders double the exercise time to prepare the crew for re-entry into Earth's gravity. They spend a lot of time in the gym in space. A lot of time with resistance bands. Once again, they're flying through space. Oh no! What the hell is that thing? What the hell has that thing come from? Captain Jonas shouts. We can't bring stowaways back to Earth with us. This life grew out of a petri dish with some of my biosamples. That means there could be more, Dr. Krister chimes in. Meanwhile, back on Earth, as the Esmeralda re-enters Earth's orbit, the crew sees that something is wrong. There's no lights visible. Where are the cities? When they land, the people look strange. What in the blazing saddles is going on? Captain Jonas says to himself. The crew is brought to the palace of the pig people. Earth's gravity makes the crew too weak to resist or fight for now. What happened here is all anyone can say. Poked, prodded, and probed. Now it's the spacewalkers who are experimented on. Einstein 9 does manage to free himself and Captain Jonas, but the pig people are hot on their heels. Jonas frees himself and the rest of the crew. Jonas frees the rest of the crew while Einstein 9 leads the pig people down a dark corridor. Come on, back to the ship. We gotta get out of here. Einstein makes his own way. He somehow already knows where to go. He finds a locked room, enters a code. The door opens. His finger finds a hole in the wall. His eyes light up. Go, he says. Go! It's a big dramatic moment as the walls crash down around him and the pig people are trapped, but Jonas escapes. It's a short trip to the moon, but it feels like a long one because they do it in silence. Man, this moon base was like a second home, Carl says at last. Looks like it's been abandoned a long time, Stephanie says. Hey, I may be able to reboot our computer system if we find an old hard drive, Shane suggests. Okay, let's get some answers, Captain Jonas agrees. Captain, it's an old operating system, but we've got the computer back online. And we've got a signal on Mars, Shane exclaims. Well, that's good. Mars is nice this time of year, Captain Jonas jokes. Mars. Yeah, baby. Mars. Arriving on Mars, the crew yet again find that humans have long since left this place. A deep sense of loneliness sinks into the crew. Shane is the first to break the silence. He stands up. He takes a deep breath and begins chant. He performs a haka, a cultural chant and dance from New Zealand. The crew watch him at first, but then they join in. Excuse me. We might be the last humans left, Shane says. I might be the last one who knows how to do the haka, so I'm going to do the haka. We'll all do it together, Stephanie says. All or nothing, Captain Jonas says with a smile. Hey, look, Dr. Krister says. I was upset that we had to leave Lucky behind on Proxima B. But I managed to clone him here on the ship from some of my samples. Can we keep him? Yeah, we can keep him, Captain Jonas says. We can keep him. Dun, dun, dun. Where are the people? What happened to the humans on Earth? Where did life originate from? What year is it? Where will Captain Jonas and the spacewalkers go next? To be continued. Dun, dun, dun. Space Captain Jonas. Thank you so much for being a part of this. What a fun project to make and beautiful book and story. It's a lot of fun and exciting to do sci-fi. Thanks for joining in. If you like my stories and you like my style and all that kind of stuff, you can check out my other books on Amazon. Love and Fire and The Great American Walkabout, about the time I walked across America. If that interests you, you can find my books on Amazon. Thank you so much, and look out for new stories. I got new ones coming out soon, so subscribe and all that stuff, okay? I'll let you figure all that out, but aloha.